Hi there. Welcome back to some more Minecraft adventure Let's Play stuff. All right. So let's see what's going on in here. Oh, I found iron. I didn't even remember I did that. Okay, well, that's all cooked. I'll take my coal back. Let's see. Stash that in there. I got some raw biff. Cook up my raw biff. Get back my. I got 8 coal. I got it all in my inventory. Put the 8 coal in there. Yeah, that's how you do it. Tasty. Alright, so I'm back, and I figured, well, the video I had planned to continue on my series with was not supposed to be like this at all. Pretty much what's going on is just watched that video, the Kony 2012, and not gonna lie, kinda put a damper on my mood while I was gonna make this. I just wanted to, I don't know, talk about it a bit and get maybe your guys' opinions, even though it's probably is very unwatched. But yeah, just to try and get some opinions on it. It's always good. Um, so watching it, it was just crazy how, because I know all of the world, people are making differences, but when you see people make differences like that and actually make like the US government actually decided to help. And me being from Canada, it's it's different for me. Like I don't know how anything works down there really. I don't know how the Senate or Congress. I only thing I know is that you have to go through the government to get troops deployed. They actually succeeded in doing that. And that was one of the first mind-blowing things that happened. And oh my god, creepers are scary. And just seeing that made me realize that, you know, people can just make a difference no matter what it is. Be it a little kid talking about his life, like on YouTube, that kind of thing. And he's going through hard times, just some kid. And, there's people out there who, well, go trolling on them. And you just think, what if they're just trying to do the same thing and reach out to people and just give their opinions and all that kind of stuff? Like, what if the little boy you just trolled or anything stopped doing what he was doing because he figured no one would listen to him ever? And because of that, he's never going to find out if his voice will be heard, if he could help anybody in any way. He's just going to be sitting there, going through his life, never knowing if he could have helped. And thinking about that it's crazy. Like, there's so many people out there with ideas and visions of right and wrong. And when someone actually puts their mind to it, sits down, says, I'm going to change the world no matter what, and they succeed, it just gives hope. It really does. Watching it, I just felt like I could do something. Like, it's just, I don't know why, but it's just, it was empowering. It made me sit there for a while. It even made me kind of, guy tried to record it a little bit earlier. I was just lost. I didn't even know what to say because I just watched it and now I'm just recording after that. And it seriously took me a moment to like get everything together. And it makes me really sit down and go, I have these videos and I want to make videos of ideas I have and games, and I want to do that forever, but it was the sheer fact that I was afraid that someone would have just told me I wasn't good or that I shouldn't do this. And when I see that video, I just think that really, if I had an opinion in any way, I should just share it. I shouldn't sit in my shell of what the world is today and go, I I think I could help, but why try? Why sit there and do work to help the world become a better place? Maybe because your idea and your help in some bigger thing in this small little space in your mind could help this project for Kony. Just, you could help. Like, seriously. I mean, you just help by even telling your friends, like through Facebook, through school, through any interaction, just by telling and sharing, you actually are helping more than you would ever think you'd ever think you would. Pretty much, to me, what it is people don't realize that even though they're such a small part of this world, they can make the biggest difference. And that's why we're such, sometimes I just think we are so dumb because we we don't do this. There's like a select few of us that actually go and think about all this. I can remember wanting to do things and just express myself when I was in school, and it never happened because there's people, not going to name names, that, were my friends, but I don't know. They treated me horrible. And because of that, because of school, it set me to believe that I needed to gain people's respect by appeasing to what they wanted, not what I want. So, a little bit of everything put together, you get people who take an idea and they just tear it up. They just don't understand what someone's trying to get at. So they look at it as an excuse to make them look like a fool, make fun of it. Just take someone's hopes and dreams and shatter them. And you know, it really, really makes me think that if we had just stopped and thought about what we say, what we do before we act, there wouldn't be these suicide rates or anything. Sometimes all it takes is one word, and you could cause some little kid or anything to just never be part of this world again. And I'm coming from no experience in this at all or anything. It's just, that's how I feel. If we just used our words and we just spoke out in how we believed, we wouldn't. I feel like none of this would ever truly be so hard for people to grasp. When I was watching that video, I literally sat there thinking of how many people will watch this video and maybe speak of it, but won't do a thing. Won't do a single thing. Hell, the most I did was take a pledge and told some friends about it. through Facebook, not even verbal contact. And I just, it makes me sit there and go, a lot of you won't do a thing because a lot of you are too scared that you're going to make a fool of yourselves in some way. When it comes to a cause like this, you're not making a fool of yourself in any way. This man is sick. He's 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 a villain, and we don't have superheroes in this world. So you know what? We have to make our own. We have to sit down and physically take control because we are the people who live on this planet and we have to protect it. Because in the long run, we are all one and the same. And I feel that we need to band together and just put a stop to all of it. There's so many things just that video brought up. It's just I'm in like rant mode 1.0 and oh my god. I think I may have found my new home. I'll have to explore it later, so I'll leave a torch over here just to mark where I was looking at, because this is actually a really neat spot. But yeah, more along the lines, so I don't want to wrap this rant up. Like, I want to just talk about this thing, because I just feel so strongly about how all it took was just a man and his friends going to another part of the world and learning about all the troubles that were happening, and he physically took control from that point. And that goes to show that how many times have you walked by someone who was getting beat up at your school and done nothing about it? How many times have you thought of stepping in and helping, doing anything of the sort? I'm not gonna lie, when I was going to school, probably didn't do a thing. I don't really remember much, but what I do know is that we, as human beings, in all law, it, well, I don't know about every single law in the world, but it says that if you see someone hurt or anything and they are asking, crying for help, that we're supposed to help them. It is only when people don't ask for help that it says we're not supposed to do anything. How many times have you ever seen someone lying on the floor, bleeding out, and, well, okay, because I've seen so many of those, but I'm just trying to get to a point that, in all retrospect, if a man is lying there in pain, you help him. He may say no, but there's just something inside of you that tells you that you have to do this because it's the right thing. And I can't see myself ever going day to day and ever once thinking to myself, the next man I see, I'm not going to help, because that's wrong. I mean, if they seriously, they're asking me not to help, they pushing me away, I need to see evidence